Alright, welcome to the Bro Split program. Okay, starting out. So the split for this is, Bro Split, right? So we're going to have different muscles that we're going to target every day. Now, with that, this is the program I follow. So what I do, and the reason I do this, because I think it works really, really well, is we're going to sprinkle in our accessory movements every day. Okay, so you can see, yes, it's chest and shoulders, but here's our accessories. Yes, it's back, accessory, right, and so on. Okay, but the real split is chest, shoulders, back, arms, legs, accessories. All right, so in terms of how I want the exercise performed, okay, so the sets, right, in every set you're gonna have, there's gonna be a range of sets for each muscle group every workout. Okay, now the sets are super important, but the reason they're super important is how the sets need to be performed. Okay, so I want every set performed at 12 to 20 reps. Why do I say 12 to 20 reps? Because this is the optimal zone for hypertrophic, aka muscle gain exercises. Okay, so when I say this, I want 12 to 20 reps, but every one of these reps needs to be 2 seconds on the way down. At least, probably 1 second on the way up, that's fine. If you push it up, that's fine. But I want 2 seconds on the way down, because the way down is super important, all right? So, 12 to 20. Now, if you say, 12 to 20, okay, yes, you can do 1 second up, wait 2 seconds down, right? But at what point is it too much, okay? So, whether between 12 to 20 reps, you can choose from 12, 13, 40, 50, all the way to 20. Now, the caveat, right, the big picture here is when we get to the final rep in our set, once we complete our final rep, we should be so tired we can't do another rep, all right? So if we have good form and we're 2 seconds on the way down, say we're going to do 12 reps, okay? And we come down, and we come all the way down, and we hit our on bench, right? And we touch, and we do our last rep. If we try to do another rep, we shouldn't be able to perform that rep. That's what I want. I don't want you able to perform more reps if it's your last rep. It needs to be to a failure. You need to fail. You don't want to be able to do more because you need to work the muscle to that extent. Okay? Now, there are no rest days scheduled. Up here, there is no day that says rest. Why? Because I feel like you should just rest as you need. If you never need a rest day, you're fine. Because at the end of the day, if you hit chest and you're sore, you have 4 days before you're going to hit chest again. So it's enough for your chest. Okay, but if you get to the point where you're just dead, everything's sore, take a rest day. It's fine. You can fit in 3 rest days a week. Because as long as you're hitting, if you hit chest, the idea is I want to hit chest again within 7 days. Okay? So if you do chest in 1, 2, 3, 4, and you take 3 rest days, that's fine. But ultimately, I just want you to take a rest day as you need. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to put in a rest day and that be the day you're like, I feel great. I wish I could lift. If you wish you could lift, go lift. Right? On the days you want to lift, that's easy. Right? The hard part is when you don't want to lift. So I don't like to schedule rest days. I like to just have you take them as you need it. So if you get to one of those days where you're like, oh my gosh, got stuff to do, all that, right, you know you have a little bit of cushion to take that rest day and still make progress, all right? So going down. Okay, pro tip, if you stagnate with certain muscles, reverse the order to do them. If you do chest, and you always just do all your chest first, okay? But you get to the point where you're like, damn, my shoulders are not getting as worked, right? Or my accessories, they're not growing, even though I'm doing them every day. Well, do them at the beginning, right? There's no problem. Just because it's written like this, it's not the law, okay? You can just reverse the order you do them in. It's even with the muscles, okay? For legs is a great one. If you always squat first and then you go into quad extensions, do quad extensions and hamstrings first and then squat. There's nothing stopping you from doing that, okay? So, daily warm-up. I included that stretch and mobility routine. Feel free to use that. There's another stretch you like to do, go ahead. Okay, the big caveat with this warm-up is I don't want you to just hop right into the max weight for your working sets, even though it's not going to be a crazy high weight due to the reps and stuff. I don't want you to just hop into a first working set. I'd like you to work up to it. So I'd like you to at least get a warm-up set or 2 before you actually start your working set. Okay, I'd like you to at least get a warm-up set just to get acclimated, right? At the end of the day, too, these warm-up sets are not counting towards your sets. You'll see what I mean in a second. So a warm-up set is a warm-up set, not an actual set, okay? Going down. Okay, starting out, chest and shoulders, like you said right here. You have your chest, you have your shoulders. Now look at the fact that there's a range of sets, all right? Any of these ranges is going to be good. Some have smaller ranges, 3 to 4, okay? At the lower end of these, you're going to get growth. At the higher end, you're going to get growth because it's in a range from like not that advanced to very advanced. And at any point in these ranges, if you hit the bottom end, you're gonna be successful or maintain. If you're at the top end, you're gonna grow for sure. Okay? So like the caveat here is, right, you see the main and then you see the sprinkle in as supersets. So you're welcome, okay, to sprinkle them in as supersets, but you can also just do them at the end. And like I said, 2 sets each. So you could do your flat bench, and with every flat bench, you just superset with traps, and you superset incline with calves. Like, realistically, as long as you're just getting the volume in, it's not crazy important how you do it. Find what works for you. As long as you're doing this many sets in some area in the range, and you're getting all these in during this day, and you're doing it, you're good. Okay, that's why I give flexibility, so I don't say you have to do these exercises. So I included the exercise list for you because I want it to work for you. I included the list of what exercises I like, but you might have different exercises. At the end of the day, all the machines tell you what to do. So if you just go to every machine, find a chest machine, and you do, like if you really do 12 sets of just one chest machine, that's fine. Realistically, if that works for you, that works for you, because it's the set volume that matters. And I don't want to tell you how to do things because everybody is different, and different people are built different. People, like, I don't want to just put you in a box to not succeed, because you can succeed different ways. So I give you a lot of flexibility. Now, if you see this and you don't know what to do, and you look at my exercise list, you still don't know what to do, or you just don't like the exercises I give you, but you still don't know what to do, and you're like, say you go to Planet Fitness and you're like, I don't want to use the machines, I want to do something else, but I don't know what to do. Feel free to text me and I'll just give you some stuff. Completely, just hit me up, okay? Okay, going down. Back, all this stuff. Like I said, same rules apply. It's the back's a little bit more. Give you more room to work, okay? So with all these, okay, just feel free to do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, if you're hitting these sets to some degree, you're sprinkling in your accessory. Like, all your muscles are going to get hit to some degree. So figure out what works best for you. Figure out how to make it stick and make it repeatable and make it something that's a habit, and keep it going. All right. If you have any questions about this, just hit me up. Please hit me up. Shoot me a text. You're a coaching client and you got full access to me. So let me know if you have any questions, and have a good one.